Today I want to show you one small website improvement that can make it easier for AI systems to understand your website. We're going to talk about llms.txt file. What is it, why it matters, and 3 easy ways to create one. I also share a few other things that are actually even more important if you want your business to show up in AI search results and get recommended by ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and other AI assistants. So let's jump in. Before we get into llms.txt file, let me show you my own website. As you can see, my real estate photography website is performing very well. Right now, around 46% of all tracked AI requests mention my brand, which is a really encouraging number. For traditional SEO, I currently have 24 keywords ranking in top 3 and 36 keywords ranking in top 10. Now, I'm not saying that these results are only because of llms.txt file. They are definitely not. They are the result of good search engine optimization, quality content, structured data, and continuously improving the website. But llms.txt file is another small improvement that helps AI agents understand your site more efficiently. And when it comes to search engine optimization and AI search, lots of small improvements add up. So what exactly is llms.txt file? Think of it as roadmap for AI. Instead of forcing the AI agent to crawl every page on your website to understand what your business is about, llms.txt provides a concise summary of your website, important pages, and your main content. It doesn't replace your website, it simply gives AI a shortcut, and that's becoming more relevant than ever. In May 2026, Google added support for llms.txt inside Chrome Lighthouse. Google's documentation explains that without llms.txt file, AI agents may spend more time trawling your website just to understand its structure and primary content. That tells us something important. Google clearly expects AI agents to become a much bigger part of how people discover websites. And honestly, we already seen that happen. Google search as we know it for years is changing. The era of typing a few keywords and getting 10 blue links is quickly fading away. In May 2026, Google introduced its biggest overhaul of search in over 25 years. Instead of simply returning links, Google is moving towards AI-generated answers and intelligent conversations. That means your website doesn't just need to rank anymore. It also needs to be easy for AI to understand. Now, does every website absolutely need this file? No, your website can still rank perfectly well without one. But if adding a file takes only a few minutes and helps AI understand your business faster, why wouldn't you do it? I like thinking of it as another optimization, just like image compression or page speed improvements or schema markup. Each improvement may be small by itself, but together they make a difference. Now let's see how to create one. So if your website is run by WordPress, which is one of the most popular platforms, I recommend using a plugin called Rank Math. So all you have to do is just go to dashboard, and under modules, you can find llms.txt file. So you just turn it on, and that's pretty much it. So you can just go into the settings and make sure if you click this link, it's available, so that you can see this information about your website. And then if you need to add or just some content or make some changes, you can just do this in this field and then save changes. The second method is to use Firecrawl. So the Firecrawl provides this free tool to generate llms.txt file. It's called TXT generator. So all you have to do is just paste your URL, like your website here, and then click generate, and then it generates this structure. So then all you have to do is just copy it. Then you can use a program called, for example, Notepad++. It's really easy to use. This is just a code editor. It's free. It's small, easy to use. That's what I use for small projects like this. So you create a new file, and then you paste this generated text here. So as you can see, this is basically just a list of all the pages on your website with a description. And then you can just save this file and call it llms and save it. So I'm not going to do it because I already did this. And then the last step is that you have to place this file into your root folder or public folder in your project. If your website is a simple HTML website or maybe a Next.js website, like I use Next.js for my project, for example, and that's the llms.txt file that I have in my project. It becomes available at this address. So if I go to my, for example, my website and type txt, So as you can see, it opens up this file. So that's exactly what AI search engines are looking for. And this simplifies basically their crawling process. So they can quickly crawl and scan this file available at your domain /llms.txt. And that gives them an overall understanding of your website and the content and services that you provide. And the third method is really simple. You can just use Claude AI or ChatGPT to generate this file for you. All you have to do is basically just provide the URL to Claude AI and then ask it to scan the website and generate the llms.txt file. So this is what it generated for me. And to be honest, I actually like it even more than what was generated by Firecrawl. So all you have to do is just download it as txt file and rename it to llms.txt if needed. And then, as in the previous step, you just have to upload this file to your root folder or public folder, depending on which platform you use for your website, or ask your web developer. They definitely know how to do that. And that's pretty much it. So once that file is uploaded, it becomes available for AI agents to crawl your website. And to make sure everything is correct, you can test also using PageSpeed Insights using Google platform. This is a free platform to test your website, and it actually shows different errors if there are any, or maybe like suggestions to improve your website. As you can see, I just tested my website, photos for real estate, and it says that llms.txt follows recommendations, which is great. Well, LLMs is helpful, but it's definitely not the biggest ranking factor for AI search. Traditional search engine optimization is still the foundation. AI systems need high quality information, and one of the best ways to provide that high quality information is actually with FAQs, so frequently asked questions. So for example, if I check my AI search visibility and the questions that people ask, right, so the prompts that they ask, we can find that there are so many different questions, and the questions are related to services, related to the service areas, the pricing. Do we offer twilight photography? Do we offer 3D virtual tours? So as you can see, there are so many different questions. It's important how well your website answers these questions. And typically these questions and answers can be found in FAQ sections. So that's why literally every page on my website have FAQ section like this. So every service page, if I go down below here, so you can find a few questions and answers. So every, like even portfolio page, I believe, have an FAQ section here. Yes, so everything. So, and I even have a separate FAQ page, which basically answers all possible questions that people may ask. And definitely I didn't create this by myself. I asked AI to help me with this, and AI actually generated all of these questions. I just had to check them and categorize them based on services, delivery, pricing, policies, additional information. So all this list of questions actually help get more visibility in AI searches and AI engines. So this is important. So please do that. Please include FAQs and even create a separate page like /FAQ for AI, because AI search becomes more and more important these days. And as you saw, the traffic is actually dropping from traditional search from Google. So we all we all tend to use AI for searches these days. Now, what's really important and what's really make the difference is using so-called JSON-LD schema. So JSON is a specific schema that is provided behind the scenes to AI and other search engine, including traditional search engine, to understand the data on the page. So that structured data helps search engines and AI understand exactly what each question and answer represents. If you are using WordPress, adding FAQ schemas is pretty straightforward with SEO plugins like Rank Math that I showed you earlier. Or if you're building websites using AI coding agents like I do, I actually created a SKILL.md file specifically for real estate photography websites. It contains SEO best practices, structured data recommendations, AI search optimizations, and website improvements that I consistently use. Whenever I start a new website, I simply give this SKILL.md file to my coding agent, and it automatically checks that my pages follow those best practices. I've included a free download below this video if you'd like to use it yourself. So to summarize, adding this llms.txt file is easy, but it's another small improvement that helps AI agent to understand your website faster. Combine that with a strong traditional SEO, helpful FAQ sections, JSON schema, fast website performance, and obviously the quality content. This is how you improve both Google rankings and AI visibility. And if you are a real estate photographer looking to grow your business, I'd love to invite you to join my free school community. Inside, we share marketing ideas, automation workflows, AI tools, website strategies, and everything I've learned while growing my own photography business. You'll find both the community link and the free SKILL.md file download in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.